Depending on where you live, it is possible to go out for a walk in the middle of nowhere and find one of these. This is not really an arrowhead. This is a stone that I just found as I was walking through this forest. But it does look like one. And if I really wanted to, I can get another rock and I can chip a couple little corners, a couple little notches, right? So that I can attach my core to it and then use it as an arrowhead. And I can sharpen the edges and the tip. But you get the idea. If you walk and you see one of these, perfectly shaped like an arrowhead, with the edges sharpened, the little notch here and here done, and it looks exactly like an arrowhead, something that nature could not create. When someone sees that, immediately their first thought is not, oh, a piece of rock. Everybody's first thought is it's an arrowhead. And 99% it's probably an arrowhead created by an intelligent person for an intelligent purpose. If a piece of rock that we find in the middle of nowhere can be immediately recognized by anyone with some knowledge, unless you lived in a cave all your life and you didn't know about arrows, then you immediately recognize that this is an arrowhead. Yet, we look all around us. We look at nature, we look at the cosmos, and the conclusion that most people make is that it all happened by accident. All of this, just by chance. Look at these trees behind me. You think these trees, over millions of years, just happened by accident? Everything that they have for a purpose. Blind processes could not make a tree. Blind processes could not create the cosmos. So imagine that this is an arrowhead, and you see it, and you are convinced 100% that a man with intelligence created this thing for a purpose, mainly to kill an animal, to feed himself, or to defend himself against other humans. And you recognize it as something created. Yet, you look at this. What's more complicated? What's more complex? This or this? I say this is much more complex than this. Yet the majority, and I want to say the majority because I think those who believe are becoming a minority, not only in America, but on this planet. The majority look at this and think it happened by chance. I say it happened with an intelligent design behind it, for an intelligent purpose. This here had a creator, just as this had a creator. This has a purpose, just as this has a purpose. This did not appear by chance, just as this did not appear by chance. If your mind is so narrow that you see this as being created by a human being, but you do not see this as created by God, your thinking is very narrow. You might think that mine is narrow, that I need a lot of faith to believe in someone that I've never seen. Yet, you believe in processes that you've never seen. They're not found on a fossil record. You can look far and wide, they're not there. The way Darwin predicted that species would sprout from one organism, sprout and grow like branches on a tree, like this. One organism giving birth to another organism. It changes over millions and millions of years. All this change, all this mutation was supposed to give rise to this vast animal world that we have today. Yet, what we see in the fossil record is not the animals branching out from one single organism and then branching out like the branches of a tree. But what we see in a fossil record is lines straight up. An organism comes into existence, lives, and dies. There's no changes, there's no mutations, there's nothing. You search the fossil record. You may not believe, not because you don't want to believe. You may not believe because your mind is closed to the truth. All you have to do is look around you. The Bible says, look at God's creation. God's creation is screaming about the Creator. It speaks of the Creator. All you have to do is look around you. Look up at the sky. Look at the stars. Look at the cosmos. Look at the beauty of creation. Some people go around the world, living day by day, worshiping nature, worshiping creation, when they should instead be worshiping the Creator. Not by chance. But now ask the beasts, and let them teach you, and the birds of the heavens, and let them tell you. Or speak to the earth, and let it teach you, and let the fish of the sea declare to you. Who among all these does not know that the hand of the Lord has done this? In whose hand is the life of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind? Job 12:7-10.